I forgot why this shit's so blurry. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Phil, man, Phil the God. And as you can see, as you can see, I don't have the green screen behind me, but you know what I'm saying. I decided, since y'all like the other story time I did in the last video, like shit, that was down like 6 months ago or whatever. I was like, whatever, let me go ahead and do another story time for y'all. So today, the story time. The story time will be about how I told this shorty I was a physical therapist. Now I know what y'all thinking. Physical therapy, you probably capping. Yeah, you right. I'm probably capping. Yeah, it's probably some cap in that. You feel me? Let me adjust it. There's definitely probably some cap in that, but let's break down the story and see how we got to that point, and then you know what I'm saying, what happened afterwards. You feel me? So let's get into it. All right. So I told shorty I was a physical therapist. So let's get into the story. So this is right around the time when I was out in Ohio staying with my boy DJ Booked. If y'all seen our last channel or other channel that we have, BGB Journey, y'all know who J Book, one of my closest homies, consider him my brother, all that other shit. So me and him, we used to staying out in Ohio. We stayed out in Bowling Green. We had an apartment, whatever, shit like that. And I'm new out there. Oh damn. And okay, that shit recording. Yeah, so I'm new out there, so I don't know nobody. I don't know no shorties. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me and him occasionally go down to the strip, not a strip club, but it's like a strip, and it's like hella clubs on that strip that's right down the street from that big BG campus, Bowling Green campus. So we go down there occasionally or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Get some drinks, chill. You know what I'm saying? All that good times, whatever. So. While we was there, he's like, bruh, this nigga used to say this shit religiously. This nigga be like, hey, bro, you need to get your clientele up, bro. You need to start networking, you know what I'm saying? Meet some shorties and shit. And I used to hate when he used to say that shit, but he was right, because I was like, shit, I ain't really talking to nobody. I'm just kind of out here, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really meeting nobody. So he was like, yeah, bro, you should, you know what I'm saying? You should hop on Tinder, bro. That's exactly how that nigga sounded. He's like, yeah, you should hop on Tinder, bro. See what you know what I'm saying? See what you can do. Now, for those of y'all that don't know what Tinder is, I ain't gonna consider it a dating app, but it's like an app. You go in there, you know what I'm saying, set your profile up how you want to set it up, shit like that. You know, put your pictures on there and you get to swiping and what you wanna holler at, who you wanna talk to, type of shit, you feel me? You gotta watch out though, cause it's some other shit. If you been on there, you know what I'm talking about. So I was like, alright, bet, whatever. So I hop on there, set up my shit, you know what I'm saying, and get to swiping. So I get to swiping, and I get a match. And you know what I'm saying? Shorty was decent, you know what I'm saying? Shorty wasn't, you know, crazy, but she you know what I'm saying? Shorty is like, she was decent. Now, for the people that's from Chicago, or around the way from Chicago, we know what decent mean. We know what decent mean. I have to get closer so y'all understand that. So I'm gonna hold off to the end of the story about how we know what decent mean. Me and you, if you from around the way from Chicago, around the area, whatever, you know what decent mean. I'm gonna break that shit down later. So she decent, you feel me? So I'm like, alright, cool, you know what I'm saying? I swipe right on her, keep it pushing, keep on swiping and shit. So I think like, I think either that same day or that next day. I think it was that same day, later that day. You know what I'm saying? I hop back on there. I hop off that bitch. I hop back on there later. Excuse me. Hold on. Get some water in myself. Anyway, that same day, later on though, me and her had matched. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, slide in the DMs, you feel me? See what's going on, see what's popping type shit, whatever. So I slide in the DMs, you know what I'm saying? She hit me back like, hey, how you doing? Where you from? This and that. Like, oh, I'm out here in BG, you know what I'm saying? And I stay with, me and my cousin got an apartment shit type shit, this and that. And she was like, oh, okay, this and that. Like, how about you FaceTime me? So she sent me her number, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of skeptical at first, cause I'm like, I don't know if this soon, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna, you know, type shit. I don't know if it's gonna be a setup, this. I'm like, alright, whatever, I'm just gonna chance it. Excuse me. So, you know, I get the dialing the number. I call FaceTime. Now, I was not I was not planning to go on the FaceTime on demon time right away. That was not my mindset. I was gonna talk to her, you know what I'm saying? This, and then we gonna set up a time to chill type shit, whatever. Type shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I call, and immediately, as soon as that motherfucker, you know that little sound when somebody answered the face, yeah, that type of shit. Bro, she hop on the FaceTime. I'm talking about, she got this little ass shirt on, motherfucking yitties, motherfucking cuffing them bitches. And, you know, she got her, you know, panties on, so I'm looking like, oh, it's time. I'm shit. My mind like, alright, we finna set something up after this conversation on me. So look, so we get to talking and shit, this and this, and then she asked me, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, what you doing out here? Like, you just visiting, or you staying out here? Like, what you doing? This and that. And I told her, like, shit, I'm going to school out here. And she's like, oh yeah, what are you studying? Now, when she asked me that, I already had 3 different things set up to say it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I was already like a couple steps ahead of her before she even asked me the damn question. So she's like, what you studying? And my mind, I don't know why, but my mind immediately went to physical therapy. And she was like, oh, okay, so that means you know how to, you know, stretch. You know what I'm saying? You know how to, you know, this and that. I ain't gonna say all the extra stuff, because, you know, that's a little over the top. But there's no, yeah. So she was like, oh yeah, so you know how to, you know, stretch, you know how to, you know, keep the body right, this and that. I was like, yeah, you know. And so this is going back to me not being on demon time first, but until I seen her, then I got on that time. And so when she said that, it's like, yeah, you know, I know how to, you know, stretch you right, this and that, you know, so I can get you right on demon time. So she was like, oh yeah, we gonna have to set something up, because, you know, my shoulders be kind of stiff, my thighs be kind of tight. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we set something up, this and that. You know, we just chopping it up. And next thing you know, I'm like, all right, she comfortable now. She fucking with me. So I'm like, she was like, oh yeah, so we should go to one of the clubs on the strip. Like when I was telling y'all earlier, the strip is like the club set up. Like when I was out there, it was like shit, like damn near 8 clubs on each side that you can go to. On each side of the street, shit, you ain't fuck with that one, you go to that one. You ain't fuck with that one, you go to that one. And at the time, I was old enough to get in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Just slap the wristband on. Get the fuck up in there, you feel me? So I'm like, yeah, shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, you trying to go to the club, you know what I'm saying? See what's up. And I'm putting up my smooth ass voice. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit raps. I ain't gotta worry about shit. Now, remember what I told y'all earlier in the video about decent? Decent. The word decent. Decent as hell. Slight. Shorty right. Shit like that. The word decent. So she from out in Ohio. So she don't know the term decent. You feel me? So she was like, she got to talking and shit. She was like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, you cute or whatever, this and that. I was like, I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, this and that. And she's like, how you think I look? She's like, how you think I look? And I was like, oh yeah, you decent, you slight, you decent for real, like this and that. And y'all probably thinking after the end of this video, y'all probably thinking like, oh yeah, I got, you know what I'm saying, I got to it, this and that. No, that did not happen. After I said, oh, you decent for real, motherfucker done hung up. She texted me like, wow, that's disappointing, this and that. After that, I ain't never talked to her again. Ain't that some bullshit? And it's not like I was lying to her, like shit. I meant like when I said decent, she was like the decent as in the actual dictionary word decent. And the Chicago area decent. Like she was like, yeah, you decent for real. Like I meant both. I ain't tell her that though. But she thought I meant like when I said she was decent, she probably thought I was talking about like she was ugly or something. Like, no, she wasn't ugly. I just said decent, and then shit, motherfuckers hung up the phone on my ass. So I might have just fucked up the whole situation I had set up. That's because I said decent. Ain't that better, boy? It is what it is though. So So hopefully y'all enjoyed the story time, and I ain't trying to make it that long, but hopefully y'all enjoy it. If y'all want more story times, just let me know. I mean, I got a couple. I ain't gonna say a whole bunch, but I got a couple stories I think y'all fuck with. So, hey, it's your boy Phil, and I'm out. Peace.